Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss another interesting topic. Common complaint from men against their wife. But before we continue, remember to subscribe to my channel, share, comment and like. We'll be right back. There are so many complaints from men against their wife that every woman out there needs to hear and take correction so that there will be peace in our marriages. And I'm going to mention those complaints one after the other. The first complaint, she nags a lot. So many men complain about this, how their wife nags. She will complain about the man, complain about the family, complain about the children, complain about the neighbor. She complains virtually about everything. Such women are very difficult to please because they will always find faults. And no man will be happy to stay with such a woman. So women, we need to do something. If you are that type that you nag about everything, you need to do something about it because our husbands are not comfortable seeing us display such characters. No man will be happy with it. So please, curtail how you nag. It's not everything that you must speak. It's not everything you must quarrel about. There are things you just have to ignore. You mustn't talk about everything. Sometimes just overlook things and let peace reign. The next complaint, she does not respect me nor honor me. If you as a woman cannot respect your husband, and yet you go to your pastor and kneel before him and worship him as if he's your God, it simply means that you are a hypocrite. The respect you give to your pastor, you also need to give that to your husband as well. Remember, he's your head. That is how God has made it, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't take away such position from him. So give him the respect due him. You're not dragging anything with him. Just give him that respect. Honor him. He's your husband. He's your head. That is how God has placed him. The next complaint, she doesn't cook well. Wow. She doesn't cook well. Every woman ought to learn how to cook. The truth is that if your food still tastes the same way it was tasting last year, it simply means that you are not improving. You are still where you were last year. There should be an improvement. There is always room for an improvement. There are so many ways you can learn how to cook better. There's so many platforms, just like YouTube here. You can Google any kind of meal and learn how to prepare it. There are so many platforms in other social medias that you can join that they focus more on cooking and the rest of them. So you can learn a whole lot from those platforms. You can't give any excuse why you shouldn't cook well as a woman. We should do better so that our husbands will not continue complaining about the same thing, that you don't know how to cook. Even after he gives you so much amount of money, yet you are not able to prepare something tangible for the family to eat. That's a very big error. The next complaint from men, she is not supportive. This is not when a woman should just fold her arms without doing something. No. You need to do something, no matter how small it is. Some people will tell you, I'm waiting for a shop, I'm saving money for a shop and all that. The truth is that they can actually start up something right there in your home without renting a shop. You can start up something. There are so many things you can do from home without having a shop. Start up something so that you can be able to do one or two things. Not when crayfish finishes, you must wait for the man to come back. If he doesn't give, you will not be able to buy it. You know, funny enough, sometimes I experience this a lot. Sometimes you can just finish writing lists of the things that you're supposed to get for the family, and you get to the market, you find out that the prices of those things has doubled. What will you do at that point? You as a woman, you need to use your money at times and complete those things and buy them for the family. But if you're not doing anything, if you don't have anything with you, it simply means that you come back from the market empty-handed. So you need to do something so that you can be having something at hand. Even if you are not making so much money out of the business, you just one step at a time. With time, you will get there. With time, you make so much money out of it. The first thing you need to do is to start up something. Don't be too lazy to do something so that you can support the man in one way or the other. I could remember the day I decided to pay school fees for 2 of our children. I felt so excited doing that, not because it's really a big deal, but as a woman, when you take up 1 or 2 responsibilities, you see how happy your husband will be. So you need to do, no matter how small it is, just gather the little you have, help him in one way or the other, support him in one way or the other, and you will be very happy. Every man will be happy seeing the wife supportive, no matter how little it is. Every good man will appreciate it. That is why you need to start up something, no matter how small it is. Don't wait for you to save money for a shop, or wait for him to rent a shop for you before you start up something. No, right there in your house, you can actually do something. And the next complaint, she does not dress well. She's always looking unkempt. Every woman needs to learn how to dress. You must not wear expensive things, but look neat. No man will be happy seeing the wife looking so dirty, so unkempt and all that. Try as much as you can to look good. Looking good is a good business, so you need to dress well. You mustn't look that expensive, no. But at least dress well, look presentable. So that even when you go out with him, he will be bold enough to introduce you to anybody. Because you dressed well. So always try as much as you can to always look neat. Some women will go to bed tying wrapper. They don't even have night wears they can dress up with and all that. Those are things that are very, very necessary for every married woman. Don't always look like an old woman when you're still very young. No, you need to look smart and beautiful so that the man will be happy. You know, some of us will complain about so many things about our husband and all that, but the truth is that sometimes we are the cause of all these things. You see some of us behaving funny, and the man will start looking outside because of what? Because of how you dress, because of how you behave, because of how you keep yourself, because of how you abandon yourself. Some of us have even forgotten ourselves because we are married. So you no longer take care of yourself, you just allow yourself the way you are. The next complaint, she talks too much. She's a radio without battery. She talks about everything that happens within the neighborhood. If anybody wants to get information, just come to her. She will gist you. She will give you the full details of whatever that is happening. The truth is that such women can bring problems to their homes because of too much of talk. They will always poke nose in everything they see. Everything they see, they must talk about. They must gossip around. No man will be happy having such a wife. So we need to learn how to talk. You mustn't put your mouth in everything you hear. Sometimes you have to leave some discussions you shouldn't be seen around there. So you mustn't talk about everything that anybody can come to you for any information, for anything happening around your neighborhood. You are the one that will download it for them. No. No man will be happy having such a wife. So we need to do better. The next complaint, she doesn't give our children proper attention. So many of us will leave our children under the care of a housemaid and the rest of them. No. Even if you have a housemaid, there are some responsibilities you need to carry out when it has to do with your children. You don't need to leave it for the house help. You need to do those things by yourself, like preparing their food and the rest of them. Those are things that you need to do by yourself and not to leave it for anybody. That's your main responsibility as a mother. Men are always angry when they see their wife abandoning all their responsibilities to the house help and all that. No man will feel happy with such. The next complaint that most men give is that their wife creates problems in their family. As a woman, you ought to be a gatherer and not a scatterer. So you must try as much as you can not to bring problems in the family. I know that some in-laws can be very funny, but you must try as much as you can to avoid those troublesome ones and stay on your lane. Never you allow them to bring misunderstanding into the family. Just avoid those troublesome type. Then peace will reign in the whole family. The next complaint they give is that their wife keep malice with them. It still baffles me how a woman will keep malice with her husband. This journey is journey that both of you will stay together until death do you part. So it's not something that you can just keep malice and that will be the end. No, definitely both of you will reconcile. So keeping malice does not make sense when you know that you will still reconcile with this person. So instead of you prolonging the issue for months, for weeks and the rest? Why can't you settle it immediately and peace will reign? Prolonging misunderstanding will not lead you anywhere. When you know that you and this person is still staying in the same house, they're still married as a husband and wife, so why keeping malice? Does that really make sense? So why will you keep malice with your own husband? What will you gain from it? So try as much as you can. I know that there will always be disagreements. There will always be misunderstanding in every home. But the ability to settle it is what makes you both stronger and better. The next complaint from men is she does not apologize. Yes, I know that most of us women will find it difficult to use this word, I am sorry. But some of us will even expect the man to be the one to apologize to us, even when we are wrong. You know, this word, sorry, can solve a whole lot of problems. So we should be able to apologize when we are wrong, so that peace will reign in our home. When you have offended your husband, always try and apologize. It won't take anything from you. It won't reduce you. So say I am sorry when necessary, when you have offended him. Then peace will reign in our homes. Their next complaint is she's lazy. She's very, very lazy. She cannot do anything. She cannot cook. She cannot stand up and cook and all that. Some of us will sleep and sleep. Even when our children are going to school, you sleep to 6 o'clock, to 6:30. You're still in bed. What are you doing? You don't have to be lazy, and that is why some of us also find it difficult to do something with our hand, because we are too lazy to do something. You are so comfortable with the way you are. You don't want to do anything, don't want to add any value to your life. That is very bad. No man will like such a woman. Always try to add value into your life. In fact, if you have something today, always try to add something else. Add more things to what you have already. Add more value into your life. Don't be comfortable with what you have achieved. Try to achieve more. Don't be lazy. Try as much as you can to avoid laziness. No man wants to live with a lazy woman. And the next complaint from men is that she does things without informing me. No. Remember, he's your head. God has already placed him there, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you need to seek his permission to do some certain things. Don't neglect him while he's there. You just take decision. Even the Bible says in Numbers chapter 13, if a woman makes a vow without the consent of the husband, and the husband gets to go know about it, and he's against it, that particular vow is nullified. So that's to tell you how God has positioned a man in a family. So you shouldn't take any decision without informing him. You must inform him before you take a serious decision. That is how God has placed him as your husband. So never you neglect him and take some decisions without informing him. That is where we are going to end for today. Thank you for watching, and please remember to subscribe to my channel. Like, share and comment. Bye.